What's up, college football fans and Mean Green fans? Sonoy Valente here once again with the Mean Green Show. Today, joined with a special guest and Coach Cobbs, running backs coach at North Texas, and we're going to jump into a little bit of what's unique about Coach Cobbs' running back room and a little bit more. But before we get into all that, guys, you already know the drill. If you're a fan of college football or G5 football, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Okay, Coach. Well, I appreciate your time. I know this is maybe you get like a week off here, and you're cutting a little piece of it out to jump on with me, and I appreciate it. But in this new age of NIL and transfer portal era, your running back room is kind of an anomaly. And realistically speaking, who knows how long it can stay like that? But aside from Io, who came in from Harding, I'm pretty sure all the running backs in the room are high school recruited and have not hit the portal yet. If that's correct, what do you credit that to?
To them mainly. They're a tight knit group, a really competitive group. They're really, they really feed off each other, and I think grades are important to them. I think that they want to graduate and do things the right way, and they want to continue what they've kind of started here. They've been running the ball really well, and things have been going really good for them. I'm sure every one of them wants the ball a lot more, but they do a good job of helping each other out, competing against each other, and managing the room the way it needs to be managed.
Awesome. And touching on Oscar Adaway, such a tremendous talent. We can all see it even from the stands. I don't feel like you have to be a really high football IQ to recognize that what Adaway brings to the table is a bit different. But unfortunately, he's had to battle through, numerous injuries, but he continues to come back. Why do you think that is? Why do you think he hasn't just walked away from the game at this point and called it a career?
For him, it's been a bunch of little tic tac minor injuries. The first year is an ankle, then he comes back and kind of breaks his finger, and then the big one was the ACL, and then he's a tough kid. He really is, and he works hard, and hard work really doesn't scare him away from competing. Um, Oscar's ceiling is high, and he hasn't had the ability to make it through a full season yet. And so we're looking forward to maybe him doing that. And, that's the blessing that those guys have. They don't have to take the beating because they can all take a piece of the pie, so to say, to kind of extend those years of a running back's life.
In the spring game, we saw some flashes of a younger running back on the roster. Being that you have such a stable, we don't see all of them on the roster, obviously. But that we saw flashes of Qualon Farrar, and how's Qualon's development coming? How's he's coming? How is he coming along as a player for you?
Clayton's doing a great job, man. He first and foremost, his mom, raised him the right way because he does an excellent job in the classroom. He has some growing up to do, but he's learned. He's starting to get in a groove of college sports and being a college athlete. He's doing a great job in the classroom. He's understanding what's going on. He's fitting into his role perfectly. I recruited him here for a certain type of role, and he's doing that. And he's showing that on the field, and he's doing things the right way. And I couldn't be more proud of him. He's doing it the right way, and he's working his tail off. He hadn't heard him complain about anything. He's just kind of went to work, and that's what you got to do. Go to work.
So it seems like every single list out there, whether it's a big game boomer list or a pro football focus list or whatever the case may be, of top running backs coaches in the nation, you're always somewhere in that top stratosphere of names that consistently get thrown out there. That being said, what ultimately led you to stay at North Texas through this transitional phase to the Coach Morris era?
First and foremost, I was blessed that Coach Morris kept me around to have a job. But besides that, it's the room. Probably the same thing that's keeping my guys here. We're a tight knit group. We love competing. I want to see those guys graduate. I recruited every one of them, but Oscar. Oscar, really, we got here at the same time. Coach Choice recruited him, but we showed up in January at the same time. So, it's exciting. It's exciting to see those guys grow and mature into adults and learn how to be leaders in the room and then outside of the room and doing things like that. So just being around those guys, they're real everybody's going to have to leave and grow. Graduation happens and growth happens in different situations. And I want to keep growing as well. So eventually one day, we're not all going to be together. But as of right now, it's just not a good time for me to leave, family wise, North Texas wise, and all those things.
So the move to the American, the fans are obviously, we're all just, ecstatic about it, this, that, and the other. But as far as you guys goes, the coaches, staff, your players, how do you guys feel about the move? Are you guys not really putting too much stock into it, or do you guys feel that extra, that amp of the move to a more competitive conference?
I love it. I mean, it fires me up. It's a big jump. It's a great jump. It's a jump that they labeled themselves as a P6, and we get to be a part of it. It's a move in the right direction. I've been around North Texas long enough, since 2001, and I've seen us have some really good football years that we didn't jump on top of, and I feel like things have changed and things are going in a different direction that. I think that we're making the right strides at the right time, and the sleeping giants being poked and kind of woke up. So hopefully we can get things going. And I'm excited about this move, man. It fires me up. Another big part of why I kind of wanted to stay around here. I mean, I have love for this university, and I would definitely want to see it do well in the first year of the American.
When you guys, you and your staff are recruiting a running back specifically, what are you looking for on the field as well as off the field? Also, do you forecast recruiting any running backs for this 24 class, being that you guys have such a stable?
I'm not in the 24 class taking anybody, but as far as, what I look for on the field from a running back, big, fast, and strong is what everybody will say. You got to have something. I recruit for roles on my team. If I recruit to try to make the room stronger. So if you bring something to the table that nobody else in the room has, and you can come in and you can be a big contribution to this football team and make our team better, that's what I'm looking for. So there's really no cookie cutter type of running back for me. I need guys that, sometimes you need a guy that's going to go get a first down or on a 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1, or sometimes you need a guy that can, catch the ball in space and do other things. So there's kind of a big role for the running back room, guys that can maybe go out and play a little slot receiver and then come in the backfield. So it just kind of all depends on the offense and what you're trying to do. But off the field, it's more about a competitive mindset. I want an alpha type of running back. I want somebody that's not scared to compete, somebody that's going to come in here and bust their tail and roll up their sleeves and go to work. So you find all that out through recruiting, through conversations with the coaches and, teachers and parents and things like that. And you just look for little things that they might say. And then when you're hanging around the kids, like what kind of competitor is he? So that's really big for me. I want a leader. I want a guy that wants to be the guy. And I want a competitive athlete.
Well, all good qualities. Well, hey, Coach, I appreciate your time jumping on with us. Try to enjoy the rest of your summer break, and the season's going to be here before we know it. And as always, go Mean Green.
Yeah, go Mean Green, man. I appreciate you.